Right, it is that time. It is time to wash the boy. I just dabbed up some paper towel. I think these are painted eyeball from my suit maker, so I want to kind of keep those safe. So I'm dabbing this up based on how she described to keep those safe. I'm dabbing up some paper towel to make it look like I just lost my soul. And also to keep the eyeballs safe. Time to wash the stinky boy. I've only ever really spot cleaned them, so I mean this will be like probably the first thorough scrubbing I've actually ever done with my Fursuit. So this is going to be interesting. I think it's pretty easy though. All I got to do is just fill up the tub with cold water, put some laundry detergent in there. Pretty easy peasy. Water. It feels kind of warm. It's kind of crazy. It's like super cold in the apartment all the time because of Florida. So the water actually always comes out way warmer than the actual air, so it feels warmer than it really is. Generally, you really want cold water for washing the Fursuit, but I guess that's all I have to do. Now it's time to add the soap. I'm going to fill that up a little bit. That little bit was just enough. I only put like a little bit in there. I was only filling like maybe that much. Might have been almost too much. But I think that'll do it for real. Alright. I guess it's that time. Water is still a little too warm for my liking, so I threw some ice packs in here. I think that'll do swimmingly for real. I feel like that's probably about as cool as it's going to get. Time for the moment of truth. Oh gosh, this thing saturates water like nobody's business. Oh, that's kind of creepy. Good-headed for real. Hold on, I'm gonna take a picture of that. Now I just gotta give him to scrub it. I mean, overall, I don't I'm kind of blessed with the ability to not sweat a whole lot. I don't know what it is, genetics or something. So I've never really had to worry too much about fully washing the suit. And I mean, I usually take off and let them dry quite a bit. Anyway, at most, I just spot cleaned and would sanitize with alcohol and everything. Probably gonna invest in a green machine sometime soon. So that way, I can do this a little bit easier. Plus, I do have plans to actually get a full suit at some point. Hopefully this year. My suit maker is super sweet and very cool. She does not screw around whatsoever. She usually puts out really, really fast. So anything like a commission or anything, I can expect, at least how well she does it, we can expect it to get done inside probably 4 months, which is really fast, especially for the quality of Fursuit that you get. It's impressive. I just gotta be careful not to submerge the eyeballs. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. Oh. Scrub. Oh yeah. Clean. It's gonna smell nice and fresh too once it's done. Trying to saturate the squeaker in there. Overall, I don't do anything super crazy in this suit, so pretty much already clean. Oh, it's so heavy. This looks kind of funny. Here's your butter. Squeeze. Oh. I'd be really sad if the eyeballs got ruined. I really love how the eyes are designed on my suit. She a beauty for real. Alright. Look at that face. Wet dog. head soaked here, especially the back. I've seen a lot of fursuiters online go wash their suits and everything, and the water always comes out like super murky and gross from like how much they sweat in their suit. And it's like, ugh, it's rough for real. But this one doesn't seem like a whole lot's coming out, so I'm improving correct for real. Just gotta make sure those eyeballs are doing just fine. Yep, still looking like eyes. Time to go back to being soulless. Oh my goodness, it's so heavy. Oh, can barely lift. Squeeze out the maw. Alright, so this is so heavy. I'm gonna just like drain the water. I can tell too, like this definitely needs to be cleaned because the water is quite murky. Like, you can tell it was definitely time for the suit to get washed, which I'm gonna be so happy once it's dry, ready to go. So I got a trip coming up. I'm gonna be taking my suit on, and I wanna make sure I am nice and clean and ready to go. I feel like a fish. Wow, look at that, like just hit the water. Wet ear. Oh, big soaked ears. Oh, so heavy. So heavy. Nice and squeeze out. Alright, I think we are good to go. I can go ahead and drain the water, and we should be set. Blah, 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 blah. Just you sit right there. Good little ghost doggy. Soulless, sticky and sweet. Oh, not so much sticky anymore. Yeah, look at the water. Definitely needed a cleaning. I'm gonna let the water drain out, and then I'm going to start bringing them up. Wet. By the way, while washing your fursuit, it's a perfect time and opportunity to bake some fresh baguettes. Granted, they kind of cracked in the middle, but it's okay. I'm using them for sandwiches throughout the week anyway. I like to meal prep, and these will make a great lunch for me. I'm gonna load them up with some meat, fresh vegetables, and all the wonderful good stuff and all that. Nice and crunchy. Yeah, could be a little bit more crispy, but it'll do. Alright, the water has fully drained out. Now it is time to bring out the suit. I'm not sure how we're gonna go about this. Good. Oh, let me start there. Maybe perhaps start with some of the ears. Like sponges for real. There we go, work down the sides. Definitely want to try to get out as much water as I can. Don't want to leave too much water on your suit, otherwise things start growing. Not the things that you want to grow either. Alright, there we go. Fully got the suit. Let's not forget about the tongue. Oh. Probably just keep that separate once I squeeze out the suit. Yeah. Alright, well, that doesn't feel so wet. The back is still very wet though. Yeah. Definitely holding a lot of water down here. I feel like my ears could double as towels if I ever needed to. What else are the big floppy ears good for anyway? go. Put you right there. Now it's time to get the back of the head nice and bring up. It's like the amount of weight that comes with soaking this head is just incredible. It's really kind of heavy. But the more water I get out, the lighter and easier this gets. I think after this I'm definitely going to invest in a green machine. Granted, I don't know how well the green machine will work on the head, but I mean, I feel like that's honestly all I'll need. I think the green machines are probably better off for just probably better for full suits, which I don't have yet. But they're like super cheap though. They're like $100 online. I just have yet to get one. Would not have arrived in time for me to go on my trip, so I didn't even bother getting one yet. There we go. Come on. Look at the noise that makes. Wow, there's a lot of water still in there. Already much lighter. It's like as I wring this out, the water still travels down to the base of the ear. So it's like slowly working its way out. The only hard thing is trying to get this back done. There we go. Slowly but surely. Maybe if I just stick my hand in there. There we go. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Oh, by the way, this is very labor intensive. This is taking a lot of energy. But we're getting lighter. So I feel like we're getting most of the water out. We still have a lot of water in here. You know what? Don't even buy sponges anymore. Just get a fursuit head. Probably more so, yeah, right there. That's what's like that. We're getting there. Okay. So wet. It's like reminds me of my first furry rave. There's still more water coming out of these. I lost an eyeball talent. Yes. Yes. Just when you think you got it all out, there's still a lot more. This does a number on the back for real. There we go. Getting there. Perfect. These all out of the cheeks. Still very heavy. There's so much more water to get out of this. I feel like, probably would be a worry about how the fur is going to come out after this, but I think it's going to be just fine. Definitely going to need a brushing once it's all dry. Oh wow, the head there's some more in the ears. I feel like it's all mostly coming out though. I was like dreading actually washing the suit for a long time because I was actually afraid to wash the suit. It's really all not that bad. It's actually pretty easy. I just got to be careful with my eyes because they're painted on. It's about the only thing I have to worry about. But my suit maker, I think, recently started actually 3D printing them or something, so they're no longer painted. So my newer suits, I don't have to worry too much about that. But I got the original maker design. Alright, we are getting much lighter. I think we have most of the water out. Still squeezing them kind of downwards. Oh yeah, there's still more up here. Woo! My goodness. Oh, there's definitely still a lot right here in the lower cheek. Just squeezing it out. There we go. Oh, still plenty of water coming out of the ears, but top part of the ears are very light now. So I think we got most of the water out. Come in. Come in. Alright, I think we're almost there. Almost there.
1,000,000 zillion jillion dillion cotillion times later.
I feel like the back of the head is still pretty wet, so I'm gonna have to probably let him hang for a minute so the water can kind of drip down to one spot. I feel like a lot of it's also still in the cheek area. Oh yeah, the cheeks are wet. Oh yeah, and the maw. Can't forget about the maw. Nose. Much lighter now. I can actually like hold them with one hand without struggling. I'm gonna have to take a break here in a minute. There's still more coming out of the earbud. Goodness, it never ends. Still feel a lot of the water draining down the neck fur. Neck fur is really where the water likes to drain, apparently. I'm trying to fight the urge to really grab the fur and twist, but I don't want to twist any of the hair out. I'm trying to do this as delicately as possible. But we are much lighter now, so I think I'm doing a pretty good job getting all the water out. Alright. This is a very timely process, so definitely expect to be sitting here for a minute washing your fursuit. The green machine probably would have made this 10 times easier. Would have gotten a lot of the water out quicker too. So I think I might be investing in that for the next time. Oh goodness. Okay. I still feel like there's quite a bit of water trapped in the neck fur. I'm gonna do this very carefully without trying to rip the suit. Pretty tough material, so I think I can get away with it. Okay, I can't really twist it as easily as I thought. I think I'm gonna let this sit for a minute, let gravity really pull down more of the water on its own, return in a minute, because even the ears are still draining themselves. Probably wrung that out a million times. It's still wet. So wet. Oh my god, so wet. But overall, fursuit is very well intact. Alright, just gonna let him chill for a minute. We'll put him over here on the sink. Gonna let all the water kind of travel down a little bit. Bit of fuzz came off. It'll be okay. And we'll go from there. Squeaker still works. Oh, that's still draining. Not a terrible time to work on my subs. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get this started so that way I can meal prep for the week. It'll be nice and easy. Gonna cut this down a little. By doing this way wrong. A lot of people probably being like, oh no, your hands. Oh. No, I'll be just fine. I used to meal prep a lot for work. I don't do it as much anymore, but it definitely saves on costs. Because it's I could go buy a sub from Waffle or something, and it's $6. I could usually make that stretch a couple days. Publix has really good ones. I'm not getting paid for promotion here, so I'm going to stop talking about that. Needless to say, it's always cheaper to just make your own. It's really not that hard either. You just gotta go get the stuff. I go get my bread from Aldi. That's one thing I will say. A lot cheaper. Usually their stuff's pretty good. You can always just bake your own bread too. Making baguettes is not really that hard. It's what you want to put your time and effort into. And I don't really feel like sitting down and making a whole bunch of bread, because making dough is a process. It takes a lot of work and a lot of energy. Sometimes it's easier to just make some shortcuts. But this will be super easy. First, I want to make a sauce. It's gonna go on these. Make my life so much better. Mayo, Dijon mustard, onion powder, garlic powder, pepper, and salt. I make this sauce a lot. It tastes really good. It's amazing for spreads. Kind of funny. You probably clicked on this link thinking, oh, I'm just gonna get a fursuit washing video. And now you're learning how to make a delicious sauce and cheap subs. Easy peasy. That should be enough. 2 good scoops of mayo. A little bit of pepper. I really like pepper. Oh, can't forget the smoked paprika too. That adds a bit of a kick. Garlic powder. Garlic really adds a lot of flavor to this. A little bit of onion powder. Fresh onions are good too. Fresh garlic is also amazing, but I don't feel like cutting that up. And Dijon mustard. Ooh, that's a noise. Always love some fresh Dijon mustard. Put this in, mix up all of that. salt. Cannot forget the lemon juice. Lemon juice is important. I had a good couple caps of that. A little bit of citrus so that nice and slowly, very slushy. And make sure that gets nice and incorporated too. There you go. Not bad. Alright, time to make some subs. Got us some spinach. Obviously, you know, lettuce works too, but green is green. I didn't want anything too crazy. I didn't really feel like using a whole head of lettuce on this. Kind of crazy. This went from a Fursuit head washing video to a immediate cooking video. Probably would have never thunk it. A little bit of red onions. I love red onions on my subs. Nice and scrumptious for real. Nice and thin slices. So I don't want the onion too thick. Nice and thin. Alright, I think that'll be plenty for the subs. And some tomatoes. I went to the store today and they didn't have any of the Roma tomatoes, which I usually prefer. So I just got these little baby ones. These tiny boys. They're called cocktail tomatoes. Which I mean, I think these will do just fine. I love tomatoes. Some people despise them. A lot of furries I know despise tomatoes. I don't know what's up with that. Why y'all hate tomatoes? Y'all eat ketchup. There's nothing wrong with tomatoes for real. I love tomatoes. I love any vegetable. They're really good for you for real. Alright. Now I just need the meat. Perfect. Aldi has these like pre-packed like Italian sub things. Makes life really easy for real. Time for subs. So what I really like to do, first off, probably should just pack it after this. Real good. Stick that to the wall. That's easy. Perfect. Cheese. I have no idea what this meat is, but it's going on the sub. Oh, get that open. There we go. That worked. I believe that's salami. There we go. Yeah, that's nice and open. Granted, these baguettes are kind of small for what it should be, but it'll work. Now, what I like to do first off is I like to add the sauce. The sauce on here. Coat the bread. It's good to do this after toasting and baking too, as a trick a friend showed me at one point. It helps keep the bread from getting super soggy. Which, you know, I am going to end up refrigerating these, which I don't want too much on there right away, but this will be plenty enough to start. By the way, this sauce is just absolutely diabolical. I usually make it for like dipping dino nuggets in, or chicken, or I'll even like pre-rub like wings before I put them on the grill with this, and oh my god, it's so good. It'll change your life for real. Alright, plenty of sauce on there. Perfect. Now what do I want to start with? Probably start with the salami. I'll just tuck you in there. There we go. Good layer. Here and there. Perfect. And whatever this mystery meat is. I think this is more salami. Not really sure. Feel silly for not knowing. I could just read the package, but I don't feel like doing it. Oh, it's hot ham. That's what this is. It smells really good. A little bit of provolone. Oh, too much cheese on there. Well, it might be a little unbearable. Alright. I kind of want to put some raw onions in there. That'll be delicious. Some tomato. Twink, 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 twink. Put it in the toast. This is like a lettuce and spinach mix. It's nice and fresh. Herby for real. Look at that. It looks amazing. Alright, now we're just gonna kind of tuck this all in there. It's probably gonna be a disaster. Should use a knife for this, but that'll work. Oops. Drop that everywhere. Oh, there we have it. Probably could be a little bit prettier. I'm like spilling the lettuce everywhere. That's okay. We'll use it at some point. And oh, there we have it. Delicious, scrumptious, fresh sub, ready to be packaged and ate throughout the week. So long as we don't like spill it everywhere first. Perfect. Now it's time to do the rest of them. If you really wanted to, you could also toast the cheese. Probably help it keep together a little bit easier. This will be fine. Just kind of tuck you in there. Roll you up like a little meat burrito. Yeah, that works a little bit better. Nom, nom, nom. We have it. The subs are done. Nice and sloppy. Just how I like my subs for real. Oh shit. A little bit of fursuit fuzz to go with it too. That's a special ingredient for real. Alright, now it's time to go check out my fursuit and see how it's doing. Still got the fursuit fuzz stuck to my finger. Alright, moment of truth for real. Let's see what we got. Still kind of heavy. It feels like a lot of the water has drained down to the bottom, so probably just... There we go. That's definitely good. Just need a little bit of gravity. Work the rest of the water down. Nothing like, you know, meal prepping and washing fursuits. All a part of that wonderful life for real. Which these ears are soaked again. These like little water. Ears for real. So much water. I control everything here. Alright, here we go. Oh, still so heavy. Definitely prepare yourself for like a workout on this one. Because just the head alone, I can only imagine washing a full suit. That probably takes a million years to wring out. Woo! Alright, all the work. I just have to keep checking on it periodically here. I definitely don't want it to like be too saturated before I set it out to dry, because then we might start growing things. And I don't want to grow anything because we don't want that when we're dancing. But it feels like there's water still. You can't just like grab this really. There we go. I want to try to avoid twisting the fur as much as I can. Sometimes you just gotta do some things that you don't like to do in order to get results. So wet. So wet. That's a wet doggy. Definitely don't recommend twisting on most fursuits. But like, mine I know is durable enough where I feel like I can really get away with some mild twisting here, just to get a little bit of the excess water out. So heavy still, mainly in the back here. I don't really know how else I'm gonna get that water out. I have to let gravity really do most of the work here, bring it out as drop itself down. So much water. I can still feel a lot in the ears. There we go. Perfect. We'll come back again momentarily. Alright, moment of truth for real. Oh, there we are. So I waited another like 10 minutes before I started doing this. Still feels like there's a bit of water. Other portions here, yeah, there we go. The ears are still draining, but I think the majority of the water has pretty much come out. The top of the head is very light, so I think we're doing a great job of letting it drain. I think after this, just some time to rest will be good. I have to make sure I really put him in a well-ventilated area too. Feels like a majority of the water is like sunk to the bottom of the fursuit head, all into the neck area, so gravity is really working its way down. It smells nice and fresh too. Way better than some of the things I was smelling. It's like kind of told me it was time to give him a wash. What you doing over there? checking out my mess. It's full of hair. Still got some more juice in the ear here. Oh yeah, very wet. Gravity is like pulling a lot of the water down to the ear. Overall, most of the water has come out. And just letting it rest a little bit more on and off will be perfect. But there we have it. Pretty much nice and clean. And that squeaker has never sounded louder. Wow, it's actually improved for real. Alright, well, that pretty much does it for this video. I hope you all really enjoyed my fursuit washing video. Overall, it really wasn't that difficult in giving my suit a wash. We got most of the water out, so now it's time to just let them dry for real. I'm going to have them on this fan. I'm going to be checking on them periodically to make sure that they dry out nice and efficiently. But overall, that was easy peasy. And now I'm ready to go on my trip. Cannot wait. You smell nice and good for real. Alright, well, that's it for this video. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one for real. It's a sweet life. Peace.
You might think that I'm a weirdo. My friends, they call me tornado. The teachers think I'm lazy. They don't know I'm a pro like Nintendo. A, B, C, D, hear me spell my name. D-E-R-M-A-D-O.
Drain the fursuit. Here we go.
Let's go! Come along to a world where dreams
Bringing out the fur. You got like a really good. Yeah. That's a right up there. Sun comes out for once. Kinda, sorta.
Life's like a movie when we play. We're our heroes every day. Come along to a world where dreams belong. Ooh, it's for everybody. Ooh, every day. Come along, bring your friends and join the fun.
I was like, I'm gonna try that. I don't know how to describe it.